September 30th. I am set up in a bedding area where I actually jumped a very nice buck at the end of October. I'm very far back in on this public piece. Today is October 1st, the start of the October. It's a very thick ridge and it's very steep. The deer will bed on that and then work their way out to this cut cornfield. Today is October, I believe, the 5th. I'm pretty frustrated on this one because I forgot my safety harness, so I'm literally only set up one stick high. The deer are definitely crushing the acorns.
I did not see a deer tonight, but I walked 3.2 miles.
Today is October the 6th. Just had a really cool encounter with that little spike. Today is October 7th. I am hunting the bedding area that I jumped that nice buck and saw those other 2 bucks. I'm really thinking that this cold weather's gonna get them up on their feet. Alrighty folks, today is October the 8th and it is 8 in the morning. This is my first morning hunt of the season. I have yet to see a deer. This is a very narrow strip of woods that runs along the edge of a pasture in cornfield. And my plan was to catch the deer filtering back from the field along this creek bottom, working their way back to bed. I've hunted this spot one other time and I found a lot of scrapes. And that was in the peak of the rut when I hunted it. I was thinking that the bucks might be working these scrapes too this morning. I'm set up probably about 40 yards from where they were. I didn't walk over there and check to see if they're freshened up this year or not. I'm thinking this spot is more of a rut spot to just catch the bucks passing through. And there's likely some does that bed along this, which is why there's those scrapes there. been probably 20 minutes since I just shot that doe, and I've got my composure together. That was a pretty wild encounter. I had those 6 does within 10 yards of me for probably like 15 minutes. And as you can see in the footage, some of them, were bedding down because of how long they were staying there. And I couldn't get a shot at them at that point because of how the limbs are on this side. And I was also sitting, and the fact that they were so close, I wasn't able to stand up. So they ended up working their way off and then made a loop below me along the creek bottom. I watched the footage back a lot, and I can tell that I'm like 95% sure I got a double lung. See a lot of blood when she was running by as well. And I heard her crash. I don't know if that was her going down or not, or if that was just her like running into something. There's instant blood right here. That's a lot of frothy blood. It's a good sign of a lung hit. I kept my stand up just because I wasn't sure of the hit. I didn't want to make extra noise. But it's right up there. Just found the doe. This blood trail is pretty easy to follow. And I heard her crash from my tree stand, but I couldn't see her go down. But I knew she went down. It sounded like in this general area. But she's really well blended in. Take a look at this. She's laying right here. That's how easy it would be to just walk by if you don't have a blood trail to follow, and just walk right by the deer and you wouldn't see it. So if I ever see where depression in vegetation, it seems to be matted down, I always check that spot. And a lot of times you almost have to walk right up to it to make sure there's not actually a deer there. So I got the deer tagged and cleaned up, and I really appreciate this landowner letting me hunt. It's a huge blessing to be able to hunt here, and I do not take that privilege lightly.